Living the 80/20th Way by Richard Koch. Learn how living the 80/20th way can help you find happiness and success by simply doing less. Like most people in today's society, you may be tired of the daily grind. You simply wake up, head to work, sit at your desk all day, head home, eat dinner, go to bed, and do it all again the next day. There has to be more, right? Well, according to Koch, we are living life all wrong. Instead of working to live, we live to work. We spend most of our time exerting our energy at work, only to find that when we get home, we are too exhausted and to give our best selves to our families and friends. Here's where the 80/20th principle comes in. The 80/20th principle refers to the observation that roughly 80% of results stem from 20% of causes. For example, the world's top 20% of people generate 80% of the world's wealth. While this principle has been used successfully in the business and economics world, it can now be applied to the lives of any individual. In other words, we can achieve more by doing less. As you read, you'll learn how to find your happiness islands, how to save money like the wealthy, and lastly, how living a simple life may be the key to success. Introduction. Imagine working just 2 days a week and gaining better results and pay than you do working a full week. Imagine finding a simple solution to your problems that can help you make a living, earn money, find success, and even find happiness and fulfillment. All of this sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's not. What if I told you that you could transform your life by following the 80/20th way? When you follow the 80/20th method, you can expect a real change in your life by doing less. Based on the 80/20th principle intended for business readers, the 80/20th way can now be applied to anyone willing to make a change. You no longer need to be a big-time business executive to understand or apply the 80/20th way to your life. Throughout his follow-up book, Koch shows you how to apply less is more and more is less to yourself, work and success, money, relationships, and the simple good life, and will help you develop a personal action plan to transform your life. Chapter 1. By working less, you can achieve more. If you think about it, all progress in civilization involves getting more with less. For example, nearly 8,000 years ago, humans moved from hunting and gathering to a system of agriculture in which they cultivated land and domesticated the animals. Then, an agricultural revolution led to the creation of machinery that transformed our productivity. 300 years ago, 98% of the working population worked on the land. Today, however, only 2 to 3% of the workforce in developed countries is involved in agriculture. Yet, we produce much more food today than we did all those centuries ago. In other words, we are producing more with less. Similarly, just 40 years ago, computers were massive and clunky and cost a lot of money to manufacture. Today, computers are becoming faster, smaller, and even cheaper. We are getting more results with fewer resources. This is the 80/20th principle in action. Unfortunately, we as a society fail to use this principle. Instead, we feel that we must continue to build our careers and work ourselves to the point where we have no available time or energy for our friends, family, or activities that we actually enjoy. So how can we use the 80/20th principle in our daily lives? The first step might be as simple as pausing and asking yourself, how can I get more with less in this project? What few things could I focus on that will generate the bulk of the benefits from this project? Here's where personal time management skills will unleash the power of the 80/20th principle. When you realize that there is no such thing as too little time, you can begin to organize yourself to be your most productive. For instance, when you're in the zone, you can accomplish in just a few hours what would have usually taken days, weeks, or even months. Say you are self-employed and give yourself just 2 days to work on a project that would normally take a week. If you give yourself an entire week, you might find yourself procrastinating and working on things that are just a waste of time. If you spend just 2 days a week on your most valuable activity, you should be able to get 160% of the value that used to take 5 days to generate, and still have 3 days left over to do what you want.